Honestly, TwitchCon was really fun. There was some like low-key awkward moments and a little bit of drama at this TwitchCon, but not much of it had to do with me. Or not any of it, really. I guess I'll just go through each day and try to remember. Dude, I'm always so... I feel like I should like write shit down that happens at TwitchCon because I don't really ever remember anything that happens. It just kind of happens and then that's it. So let's see. First day was... So I flew out the 15th. Plane ride was fine, whatever. Honestly, actually, wait. My first day was kind of... I'm not gonna lie. I got there really early, like I think at 10 a.m. or something, and our Airbnb didn't open until like 4 p.m. I sat at the airport for like 2 hours, which by the way, I'm never doing again because some people messaged me later or like some people like said they saw me there and I don't f with that. I be dressing too conspicuous, bro. I be dressing a little too nice outside. I should just wear like ugly clothes when I'm traveling. Eventually, one of my friends, she was hanging out at like a pizza place by a dock. So I went there and that was like all right. It was cool. It was fine. But I really just wanted to get to the Airbnb and drop my bags off. I can never have fun in public when I'm carrying around luggage. And then eventually I went to the Airbnb and that was cool. Airbnb was fun. I think Wednesday was mostly just settling in. I don't think anything like of importance happened. On Thursday, I went to pick up my badge. Right in front of me in the badge pickup line, there was like 2 or 3 Dead by Daylight content creators, like pretty well-known ones, I think. And one of them turned around and looked at me and he was like, "Hey, has anyone ever told you look like Porter Robinson?" I'm being so dead ass, bro. Just a random person. Never met them before. I thought I was like, do I know you? Are you trolling me? Which is crazy to me. I've heard that so often by like mutuals and friends. It's like a meme. But yeah, so first I went to the Twitch partner party. After that, after badge pickup. The thing is like the Twitch partner party is always just okay. It's never like, whoa, we gotta go to the Twitch partner party, you know? It's not like the coolest thing ever, but it's also like not... You know, like it's fine. It's just okay. And Twitch partner party was fun. I met some people. So many people complimented me during this con. I think this is the most compliments I've ever gotten at a convention, ever. People were complimenting my outfit so much, bro. I was dripped out. Even if you don't care to meet the people at the partner party, there's like free food and drink and like credit where credit is due. The food there is good. Like seriously, the food is actually very good. And then after that, I went to the masquerade, the VTuber party. That was fun too. The venue wasn't that big, which actually I don't hate because it just means less people. It wasn't too crowded, like it wasn't overbearing. The VTuber model machine was cool. I think those were it for that night. I should tell you guys about our Airbnb. We had this like big Airbnb. I'm not gonna lie though, the neighborhood that our Airbnb was in was like kind of a sus neighborhood. Like not the worst neighborhood ever, but it wasn't like the best neighborhood ever. But our Airbnb was like the best house on the block, but it was a little scuffed. Like it was pretty inside, like it looked cool. There was some funny stuff, like there was a dead mouse under the couch. The stoves didn't work. The internal cooling didn't work. Not that we really needed it. Honestly, I was pretty comfortable. All things considered, the Airbnb was really good. It might sound worse than it is, but it was actually really good. Friday, I went to the Mythic Talent after party, the like other blurb one. That one was fun. I'm not gonna lie, that party was a little out of my league, bro. First of all, it was packed as hell. Like we were packed like sardines on that roof. And then also, there's like huge creators there. There's like JonTron and like Tina Kitten and like huge creators, like big creators, like celebrities basically. I kind of was like out of my element there. It was a lot of like IRL content creators too. I felt a bit like out of place. Saturday there was a TikTok party for TikTok gaming creators, I guess. First of all, I didn't get an invite. One of my like hot friends, she got an invite. They didn't want to let us in, and then I was like, hello, I'm literally a TikTok gaming creator. Like I'm in the Discord. I'm an official TikTok gaming creator. And they didn't want to let me in the party. When I showed them, they were like, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you can come in. Or oh, sorry. Like, sorry, sir. Like, what the? Hello? Why are you giving invites out to people who aren't even like TikTokers? But I'm an actual like this party is for me. Where was my invite? Something I learned from this TwitchCon is half the time you're gonna get invited to that you have nothing to do with if you just have motion. If you just have a little motion, and motion could be anything. You could look cool, you could be hot, whatever, and you'll get invited to that have nothing to do with you. That party was kind of mid though, I'm not gonna lie. First of all, there was someone streaming up there on TikTok, which is the weirdest thing ever, right? And also, there just wasn't that many people up there. Like, they didn't let that many people in. So it was like kind of dead. It's whatever. Oh yeah, and then there was the Stream Elements party that night. Stream Elements hosted a party at another club. That party was actually fire. I'm not gonna lie. The Stream Elements party was amazing. There was like a gaming room with a bar. It was like, there's like TVs. They had like old GameCube set up. There was a bunch of couches so people could talk. it was really cool, actually. The Stream Elements party was maybe my favorite. I mean, they were all good, but it was really good. I met some friends that I've never met in real life. That was fun. There's a couple awkward stuff. You know, like when you're in a line of work, there's always going to be like people that you might not get along with well. I think that's the hardest part about like going to cons is if you're someone who doesn't handle confrontation well, you're probably gonna have a bad time if you have like people that you're awkward with, but it's whatever. There was one person who was drunk and being touchy as hell with me, but I'm not mad at her. I ain't even gonna lie. I got no beef. I got no beef with you, girl. That was Friday. Wait, was the Stream Elements party Friday? Or Saturday? No, Saturday. I skipped the con. So I went to the con, the TwitchCon, like the actual convention. And the actual con was just okay. You know what was really surprising is the convention itself was actually very well cooled. Like it wasn't that hot. I mean, to be fair, I guess it was middle of October. But like with so many people, usually it's hot. Artist Alley was a little hot. Bro is Omega Yapatron. It's called being a streamer, Saren. First of all, I'm terrible at yapping. Second of all, hello? What you come to a stream and you expect no yapping? You want me to just stare at the screen? Is this better? Fun stream. I'm having so much fun just saying nothing. I ran into a couple people who asked me for like a picture and a signature. That was cool. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The one part about TwitchCon that I actually hated. There's this VTuber meetup that happened outside the con. I hated that shit. Oh my god. So many people outside in that corner, all yapping over each other. And it wasn't just VTubers either. It was fans too, because it's just a public space. I didn't like it that much. Artist Alley had some cool shit actually. They had like people selling... Artist Alley had people selling like custom keyboards and stuff. That was cool. Outside of Artist Alley on the top floor, there was like there's like people selling food. There was this like watermelon ice cream, which is like crazy because it's like, I didn't even know that existed. I mean, do I even need to talk about like the Emeru thing? I will say though, a lot of people are saying, oh, I'm not going to TwitchCon next year. I'm never going to TwitchCon again. I'm not gonna lie. Half the people who said that are being performative as I know for a damn fact your ass is still going to TwitchCon, you liar. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't buy it for a second. It's kind of like, remember when Elon Musk bought Twitter or whatever? Everyone was like, oh, we're going to Second Sky. We're going to Blue Sky. Nobody went there. It's still going to be a big con and many people are going to go. On Sunday, there was a brunch. Yeah, I remember. So Stream Elements held a brunch on Sunday. They had like IVs, like registered nurses with IVs to help like get rid of hangover. I didn't do that. They had really good food and like free drinks and stuff. That was cool. I met this Stream Elements staff person who I've been friends with for a long time that I just never got the chance to talk to. Later that day, there was another party that I actually got invited to. It was like an IRL backpack party, which apparently had a lot of good people and stuff. But I was hanging out at the Airbnb because we also had a party that night. It was like a birthday party for a bunch of people. I think the party at our Airbnb with the birthday, that was probably my favorite party. I think that was everything. There was like little stuff in between, but they were not really important. I think that was pretty much my whole TwitchCon experience. It was fun though. It was lots of fun. Even though a lot of people kind of had like bad stuff happen, I had a lot of fun personally at the con. And I would go again, and I will go again. Did you get any gifts? Did I get any? Yeah, I did. I got a couple gifts. Someone drew art for me. Someone gave me a pin with like art of me on it. I think that's it. It was lots of fun though. I hung out with Azu a lot. Really cool guy. We have a lot in common, actually, unless he doesn't feel like that, in which case go f himself. Oh, you know what? Actually, one of the days, Azu, because we were sharing a room. Me and Azu were sharing a room. His alarm went off, and bro just smacked me in the face. He dead ass like threw his arm over and hit my fucking face like he thought I was an alarm clock. I feel like when people see my spending habits and like my clothes and stuff, they're under the impression that I have a lot of money, which just is not the case at all. I have like $100 in my bank account right now. Listen, there's a difference between being bad with money and having a lot of money. Bro, you need to save, true. Tell you what, after I debut my next model, I'll officially start my saving arc for sure, 100%. I still have some stuff I gotta pay for the debut, but after that, 100% start my saving arc. TLDR for TwitchCon, the security sucked, the bad stuff sucked, but I had a lot of fun and I met a lot of nice people and people were very nice to me and gave me a lot of compliments. I really like just minding my own business. I ain't even gonna lie, I really fuck with minding my own business. I always just want to be the guy at TwitchCon. I would love to just be known as the guy who's like the cute guy from TwitchCon who doesn't really fuck with anyone. Wait, I remember one of the funniest parts of TwitchCon. We were at the table, there's a bunch of us sitting at a table at the Airbnb and we were talking about our favorite slurs. I don't mean like against other people. I mean like for myself. And they're talking about like what slurs are associated with them. And then I walked up to the table and I was like, I'm sorry guys, I think I have you guys beat. I have the most slurs because I'm bi and I'm mixed. I have the most slurs. I have the most slurs that apply to me. I just started saying all the slurs about me, like giving them a list of slurs from me. It was so funny, I'm not gonna lie.